Welcome back, guys, to God Eater Episode 4, the review. And I gotta say, it's not the most action-packed episode, nor is it the best episode, but it was a slower-paced, more informative kind of episode that we were somewhat in the need of. They didn't explain everything that we were given in this episode, but we were still given some explanations and shown some more stuff, like how they would act on a team, what Elisa would be like on a team, and etc. Just like that, other than being on the cargo plane. And this episode actually needed, but at the same time, it could have outdone itself even better if they would have actually explained more things and probably prolonged it even a little bit longer. But that's just me nitpicking with the whole thing. I'm glad we got some information, like the Aegis project is an island they're building that supposedly can hold all of the remaining mankind, which is probably not too many because the island didn't look too big. And it's just an island being built out of the cores of origami, which I'm assuming are the hearts of them, pretty much. So when they're gone, these origami are dead and everything, and you can use them, and they're like a special material. And it either wards off other origami or alerts them that there's an origami here so they don't go near them like a bigger one. And that was cool to learn what the Aegis project was, because I'm sure it's been mentioned a couple times in the past few episodes. Then we learned that like the city that they're in is called Fenrir, which is a wolf, which is pretty much a reference to the Norse mythology and all that, which I did like that. I myself am a huge fan of mythologies, and I love references to them. And that was a nice way to put a little reference into the Norse mythology for that. So we got explained to that what the Aegis project was, and we also got shown in more flashbacks that Johannes, the current director right now of the Far East branch, he and his two other colleagues, when they were working on the Oracle Cell, which had eventually created the origami and eventually the God Eaters and etc., they were going to write an incident report and everything and most likely get shut down. But at the very last moment, he deleted the last thing and said they found the cause of the accident, and they have almost a full grasp on what happened, and they're able to move forward from here. So basically, he bullshitted his way in order to keeping the production on so they can continue researching it and continue on. And with that action alone has caused so much stuff, because if they would have ended there, the origami would have probably never come into existence. Mankind would still be thriving and not a desolate wasteland in the walls of cities. Attack on Titan! So there was that. And then the one guy, personally I didn't expect this. I thought he was a one-time character. In episode 1, Kota, the guy Lenka knocked over on accident and everything when he was running, apparently he's actually going to be appearing more often. I thought he was a one-time character that we were never going to really focus on. We actually did get introduced to him and focused more on him. He's joining the first unit squad with Elisa and Lenka. The new types and the old types, they're all joining forces. So there's that. I'm glad he's on the first unit because he has a lot to learn from Lindau and Soma. Soma really doesn't care for the newbies and etc. We have Lindau, who doesn't mind teaching them, and Sakuya, who's actually a nice character. So yeah. Then they're going out and all that, and we learn, and they even do a little bit of somewhat of a throwback where Kota and Lenka are walking around Fenrir, and Lenka, as it was fully confirmed that he came from outside the walls and all that, he doesn't know about like a lot of the procedures inside the walls, how the Fenrir occupants are people that are related to or capable of becoming god arcs, and their families and etc. They're the only ones that are allowed to stay in the walls. Everyone else, if you can't pass the patch test, you're not allowed in. So there's that, and that really irks Lenka. And we even get a little bit of a brief showing of Kota's mom and how she said she wished he never became a God Eater. And I'm just like, if she dies, I'm getting Attack on Titan vibes. Yeah. So there was that again. Then, now the final piece I really, really want to focus on is for the Aegis project. There's a lot of plot holes regarding that. One, they said no origami would attack it, where they'd be free from the danger of origami and everything. That's not necessarily true, because in, I believe, episode 2, we were shown origami in the sea. Or what looked like origami, because one of them came out of the water and went back in and everything. So there's origami in the sea. What would stop them from attacking this island? Then we have the airborne origami that were in episodes 2 and 3. Even in episode 1, we have that colossal one that's in the air. What's to say there's not a colossal origami in the water that could easily destroy that island? So, what's so special? Did they completely forgot they incorporated sea origami? So yeah, unless they didn't bother explaining that, so that's one of the plot holes currently. Maybe they will fill it in later on as the series goes, but I'm very doubtful about that fact. God Eater, my first anime for the Ufotable Studios. I heard they also make the Fate series and all that, and I'll eventually check that out, but I probably should have started with that instead of God Eater. I've gotten used to the animation style, but I've heard the Fate series is a lot more stable than God Eater. Like, a lot. But, hey, I do enjoy God Eater, don't get me wrong, it is nice. It's just the unstable plot, it does focus a lot less on dialogue, and I wish they would be a little bit better on explaining, but we still did get a bit of an informative episode, sorry about that. And that was good enough, because the past few episodes haven't been too informative. We did get to learn more. And we learned, like, that the God Eaters can devour if they have the sword type and all that. Like Lenkas and its new types and the sword types guns don't have that option. There was that and all that. And we got to see them work together, which was cool. So, that was pretty much the episode. Yeah, I discovered it was easy to find a couple of plot holes for the Aegis project. Hopefully it's filled in later on, but I'm not too hopeful. So, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more reviews, reactions, vlogs, talks as usual if you like this review or like that episode. Yeah, follow the links down in the description, follow me on Twitter, go check out God Eater episode 4. This is Aegis Nation here, my lovely community citizens and civilians. I'll see you guys in the next review. So have a good day, watch lots of anime, and bye.